Hi guys, welcome to this Pilates class for your deep core and your pelvic floor. So deep core is something that you'll hear a lot at the moment and lots of workouts promising to work your deep core, but I thought it was important to actually talk about what the deep core is. So when we say deep core, we mean the entire network or corset of muscle that supports the central trunk of the body, rather than just the abs, which are the rectus abdominis, which are those six-pack muscles that you would see on bodybuilders. The deep core, or the entire core, is not just those muscles but also the transverse abdominis that goes around your middle like a belt. There's the diaphragm, which moves with our breath. There's the pelvic floor, which is a hammock of muscle throughout the pelvis that keeps everything in. And then there's the multifidus, which is the back. You do not need to know all of these words, but it's really helpful to understand this concept of the corset wrapping around and the ribs having muscles between them. And with every breath, we're connecting everything back together and engaging that pelvic floor as well. So some of these exercises are similar to classic core exercises that you will have done, and others you might not have seen before. We are going to be using the ball because I find that it just really helps to get the pelvic floor engaged and to be very supportive for the spine. So if you do have the ball, then definitely grab it. If you don't have a ball, you can do these just on the mat without the ball. So that was a lot more talking than I like to do normally, but it's good to have the knowledge to be able to really know why you're doing these movements. So once you have your mat and your ball, you can lie down onto your back and just place the ball between your inner thighs rather than your knees or the top of your thighs, really in the middle of your thighs. Okay, and then lying all the way down. I'm just going to take out my scrunchie. Okay, and just settling down onto your back. Really important here when we're working the core as much as we can is to try and find a neutral spine. So traditionally in Pilates or any other workout, you would flatten your back into the mat for core exercises. If you have any back issues or it hurts your back to be in a neutral spine, or you can't do the exercises without arching your back, then please do go for that imprint where you flatten the back down. Otherwise, we really want to build strength in the neutral position. So tailbone is heavy, back of the ribs are heavy, but there's that tiny little pocket of air underneath the lower back. Okay, so if you can find that, then try to find that now. Bring your hands to your belly, thumbs to your lowest ribs, fingers to your stomach. Just allow this moment to arrive down on your back. Shoulders nice and open. Feel those points of contact with the floor underneath you. Take a nice inhale. Feel the belly and ribs expand outwards, and then exhale. Start to press the breath out using your lower belly, your waist, and then your ribs, which hug together and down. Inhale, expand out. Exhale, draw everything back together. Inhale, expand. Exhale, draw everything back together, and at the same time now squeeze the inner thighs into the ball and feel your pelvic floor muscles draw in and up. So it's like you're trying not to go to the bathroom as you're breathing out, connecting those core muscles together. Inhale, expand. Exhale, close everything together without moving your spine. Just a couple more. You should already be feeling those core muscles switching on. Inhale and exhale. Wrap the core together. Now keep that light core engagement even for the inhale. So now you're really bringing the breath into your ribs and then letting go, closing the ribs back together. We're going to imprint the spine now flat into the mat. roll up vertebra by vertebra, coming all the way up to a bridge. Hold your bridge at the top. We're going for some squeezes into the ball. So inhale here. Tailbone is really tucked under, core muscles wrapping together. Exhale, squeeze on the ball. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze on the ball. Feel the core in this bridge position. So we usually do this as a focus on the glutes and the legs, but can you really wrap the core together with each exhale? Even use your hands like we did with the previous exercise to feel the rib cage wrapping together. And feel as you squeeze the inner thighs how you can lift up those pelvic floor muscles. We'll go for another 6. You can try reaching the arms to the sky, finding your stability. 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze. And then either stay in your bridge or roll down, take a little pause, and then we are coming back up into the bridge. Now making this a little bit more challenging. If that was already enough, then stay there. Or can you extend one leg? Look at your hip bones. Have they dropped off to one side? Can you use your glute strength, your core strength to hold the hips level? Pulse that right leg into the left leg now. So everything else stays still and you're using the right inner thigh to squeeze the ball in. We have 6 more. 5. The left leg stays still, the hips stay as still as possible. You are squeezing the ball into your leg. For 3, 2, for 1. Place the right foot carefully down, align your hips, engage the core muscles. Reach the left leg long. You can flex your foot, arms can stretch up or be by your sides. We are squeezing into the ball with the left leg. For 10, we've got 8 more. Use your breath, exhale with each squeeze. 7, 6, keep breathing for 5. Are your hips dropping? Can you lift them up? For 3. Final 2. And last 1. Good. Place that foot back down, roll all the way to your back and hug your knees into your chest. Amazing. So now placing the feet down onto the mat, bring the ball underneath your sacrum, so your tailbone, not your lower back. That's going to make your back arch. Bring it into your sacrum, even underneath your bum cheeks. So you're going to be balancing on the ball. Come light on your toes and find your center. You will feel already you cannot really balance on the ball without bracing those core muscles. So can you just exhale, float your left knee to tabletop, place the toe carefully down, right knee to tabletop. You can almost feel like you're slightly tilting the tailbone under without tucking or squeezing the glutes too much. We are hovering one knee to tabletop and then the other. Slow, intentional movement. If you are feeling it in your back, try adjusting the ball. And again, if the ball isn't working for you or you don't have the ball, try it without. Using that breath, we're here for 4 more on each side. 3. Really stay connected. Make each movement really intentional. 2. Feel those lower abdominals working. Last one, hover the right knee up. Can you bring the left knee to meet it? Now we're going to reverse the movement, so we're in tabletop the whole time. You lower your right knee, hinging from your hip crease. Lift it back up and then switch sides. So keeping the knee at a 90-degree angle, you lower your toes and then lift back up. I know it's a lot to think about, but this is the kind of video to keep coming back to and improving and really finding your correct form. If this is just a couple of inches of movement with each knee for you, but that is where you can do this without doming your stomach up or arching your back, then that is where you need to be. If you're more experienced with this and you feel strong in your abs, you can lower the toes slightly further down. Good, we're here for 3 more on each side after this one. Last 2 on each leg. And last 1. Good, bring it up to the top. Let your knees drop in towards your body. Just take a little moment for your lower back. Again, if the ball isn't working for you, you can always take it away, but it is really going to help deeply engage through the core here. So now similar movement, but this time hinging from the hips. Can you lower all 10 toes at the same time? Truly only take it as low as you can without your back arching. Bring it up. This time tap the toes wide to the outer edges of the mat. Bring it to center, tap them to the center of the mat. So it's one wide tap down, hinging from the hips, not the knees, and then in the center. Good, keep going. Keep using that core strength to hold your back in place. Just the legs are moving, no extra arch in that spine. Breathe. Really using those inner thighs. Let's go for 4 more, really slow and controlled. Never any need to rush. For 3. Feeling this now. For 2. Center. And last one, each side or each position. And then again, just let the knees fall in slightly. Last thing here, bring your heels together, turn your toes out, knees come wide apart. Same thing, we're going to lower all 10 toes downwards, but this time we're in that narrow V with the feet and the knees are wide. So it's a diamond shape with the legs. Lower and lift. Can you find your pelvic floor? Lower and lift. Your knees are staying quite still. The hinge is coming from your hips. And again, you're taking it as low as you can without your stomach doming. Keep closing the ribs together. Can you give me 4 more? Good. Keep your gaze in the middle. 3, 4, 2, and 4, 1. Amazing. Hug the knees to the chest. Readjust the ball if you need to. We are stretching the legs to the sky. Again, heels together, toes out at a 45-degree angle, legs engaged. Start to notice how stable your pelvis is. You want to try and keep your hips completely still and level. You're going to separate the feet and start to draw a circle with your legs, bringing them as low as you can without the hips swaying or the back arching, and then pulling them up through the center. So make it as small as it needs to be for you to keep the control over your pelvis. And then just really connecting with that breath. Your toes stay facing the same angle the whole time. Go for another 4. Last 3. 4, 2. And last one, all the way around. We're going to reverse it back the other way now. So down through the center, out and around. Check on that stomach. Is it doming? Can you pull those lower belly muscles in? Try and keep the circle slow and controlled, never using your momentum. Let's go for 3, for 2, and for 1. Take it all the way up and around, and then again just hug those knees in. And now you can remove the ball and sit yourself all the way up. Okay, you're going to place the ball between your feet or your ankles if that works better for you. Point your toes. We are going to work with a teaser, okay? So if you can't do a teaser with your legs completely straight, you have the knees bent and see if that works for you. Okay, so it looks like this. You're going to lie all the way down onto your back and take your arms back behind you. Inhale here. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, roll up through the spine, and can you lift your legs up at the same time into a V position? Then we lift the arms alongside the ears, bring the arms forward, and then lower down one vertebra at a time, coming all the way down. We're just doing 2 more here. It's a very strong movement. If you can't do it with your legs straight, please bend your knees. Imprint the lower back. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Find those straight legs, straight arms if you can. Arms alongside the ears, arms forward, and then roll it down. Tuck the tailbone one vertebra at a time. Good, last one, we're rolling up. Exhale, arms to the sky, peel the back one vertebra at a time. Lift into that teaser position, arms up, arms down, and bend those knees. Give your knees a big hug. Wow, I really feel those. So once you are ready, you're coming over to your hands and knees to a 4-point kneeling position, and the ball is going to be between your legs once again. So coming up into that nice 4-point kneel, and hands are going to be underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and toes tucked under. Take an inhale. Exhale, find your neutral spine and hover the knees off the mat just 1 or 2 inches. Keep a little bit of tension on the ball. Tap the knees down. Exhale, lift. You are squeezing the ball the whole time. This is a really amazing core exercise if you are pregnant or if for any reason you can't do core work lying on your back. Really try and feel that brace of your deep core as you lift up. Okay, we're adding into this on your next one, hover. Can you squeeze tightly into the ball, slightly release, keeping some tension, and then tap the knees down. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the knees towards each other, slightly release, and tap down. Squeeze, slightly release, and tap down. Keep it going here. Use your breath. Keep plugging out and down through your shoulders. Good, you've got it. We are so nearly there. Can you give me 2 more? And for 1, lift up, hold, and squeeze in and in to your ball. So think of, rather than bouncing into the ball, squeeze from an already squeezed position. We're here for 8, 7, 6, keep breathing, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you hold? Bring the knees down if you need, otherwise roll into the outside edge of your feet. Keep the knees bent. Can you reach your left arm to the sky? Your weight is in your right hand. Bring it back to center, twist over to the other side, right arm to the sky, staying low in your hips. We twist, keep squeezing that ball. Release and twist. Slow, controlled movement. Finding that twist. We're here for 4 on each side. We're here for 4, for 3, final 2, and last 1. Keep your knees out to the side, bring your left hand down. Now just twist those knees. This is our finisher. Twist and twist. Pivot on those toes. If your mat isn't slippy enough, you could wear socks. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it all the way down. Remove the ball from between your knees and just sit yourself all the way back to a child's pose. Take a deep breath into your belly, feel your lower back expand. Exhale, let it go. Now start to roll forward. Drop the pelvis, bring it all the way to the mat. Find a cobra pose, just stretching out those abs now. Exhale, send it back to child's pose. Inhale here. Exhale, roll forward, low cobra, come onto your belly, open up your chest, feel the stretch, and then bend your knees, send it back. Inhale here. Exhale, roll forward last time, find your cobra pose, and move it back. Coming back to that child's pose again, bow your head down. Take a moment to relax into your body, just breathing normally now. Thank yourself for showing up on the mat and be grateful to have a body that you can move. And when you're ready, you can roll yourself upright into coming back to a seated position. Well done if you made it through. Like I said, this is the kind of thing to come back to over and over. When we can learn to deeply engage the entire core, that is really where you're going to feel those results of a stable back, a flatter stomach that feels more effortless, better digestion. There are just so many benefits, and I really hope that you found this helpful. I know it was a lot of instructions, so again, please feel free to just repeat and see yourself progress. Sending you so much love. I will see you in the next one.